FFA trash tier? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? We haven't got there yet. Alright, so there's not trash, okay? Okay, there's not gonna Let's see. Let's change the label name. Start with them first. Okay. Wait. What do they have? S, A, B, C, D. Who? Alright. I mean, there is who tier. Start with the FF8 characters. Hey, there's FF8 characters of merit. Irvine gets to go in the D tier. I kind of like his Zell. If we do the Final Fantasy VIII characters right away, there's nothing to tier list. and I mean, Zell liked hot dogs, and he got mad about being called Chicken Bush. What else did he do? Remind me of some excellent facets of Zell's character that I may be overlooking in my judgments, and thus I should he's a mama's boy. He had all the facts about everything, did he? Actually, Irvine. Okay, Irvine doesn't get to be D tier. You know why? Hold on, waiting on some things. Equals ranking Final Fantasy characters until. Alright. Zell had facts about everything. He's a family man and the strongest. Well, you guys have just given him quite a bit of characters. I feel like I'm dangling over a spike pit. He punches galactic sorcery women with his hands and feet. That's true. That's true. Okay. I mean, that's kind of like a Final Fantasy booster. I mean, just for the fact of being a Final Fantasy character, he gets like a little bit of an upgrade. He's fast enough to run around the world. Alright, I see where you guys are focusing now and finding cool stuff. God. Alright, that actually is cool. That happens in battle, in a stupid battle system. No less. But that is cool. Alright, you know, it's gonna be open to movement later on. Acrobatic. We'll see. Other characters will probably bump him down. Bring back the wheel. I mean, the voting system's going pretty nicely. Chat's a lot less angry about the game they wanted to get played not getting played. And I feel more sane with this list of 150 games. I'll put him in C. I'll put him in C for now because you guys made him sound cool. Now, please tell me what's cool about Rinoa. What's cool about Rinoa? Why should Rinoa be higher than trash tier? I'm holding her over the garbage can right now. And I need to know why. She's a dog person? Okay. That is a positive. Rinoa trash tier. Free. Joro? You need to tell me why you like her. She led a resistance group that kind of failed at resistance, and she's a rich president's daughter. Most of the stuff she tries to do, she doesn't really accomplish. And she just kind of like is the main female lead. Like, what are her like? Her father is a general. Right, general. That's what he was. She's garbage. What's there to like about her? There's nothing to like about her. Closest thing to Karen Kanzu. Who likes Karen? She's okay, but nobody likes her that much. It's all secondary stuff. In fact, you're pointing out why I have problems with Final Fantasy VIII. Like, what's interesting about you is what's interesting about people that you were kind of around or related to. By the way, even though I haven't played a lot of Final Fantasy 1, Black Mage goes to S tier because Black Mage. I probably spent more time seeing them in like that comics, whatever thing. What was it? 8-bit theater or something? You know what? Let me do some cool characters first. Can I do cool? I'm gonna do a cool character. You guys, you can't. There's no reason to put Rinoa above trash tier. She's trash. People don't even make wallpapers. Nobody says Rinoa is my waifu. Like nothing. Like she's Garbo. She's Garbo. All right. No arguments being made. Well, I feel bad putting her in the trash like immediately though. Magic show explaining how the tricks work. Exactly. You show me a story. I talk about how the story is written. By the way, Shadow's dog Striker is on their list. He's awesome. Cause when you get a critical hit, he comes out and attacks with the dog, and then I forget, there's a few other points where he barks and stuff. Cause there's something like that. Who Josh thinks is a cool character. Oh man. Who do I think is cool? I honestly don't know. It's kind of a combination of like things I subjectively like about the character, and I think the character being oriented very well in the narrative. God, here let's do some more trash characters. Okay, Waka just complains about Yevon being not. All he does is whine about Yevon like the whole game of Final Fantasy X. All right, and just like when it happens, he can't believe it, and then he's just kind of like, I'm gonna marry my brother's love interest. Like, talk about just taking yeah, moving on to his brother's dead girl. I don't know, that's almost just like like, I don't know. Waka and trash. Let's run around, brother. That X2 though, they both count. I played some X2. I can count that. Can I highlight multiples? You know who else is trash? It's hard to tell by these renders of the Final Fantasy IV characters, but Final Fantasy IV characters had garbage problem solving skills. But I kind of like that. Are these the twins right here? Like Palom and whatever? like they're the ones who are like Waka's racist against the Albeds. Oh, good point. Speaking of which, characters I actually kind of like from Final Fantasy X. Riku actually had personality. She wasn't caught up on this stupid pilgrimage. The monkey thing was kind of awkward, and that's about all I remember about her. You get to go in D tier. Maybe C. Maybe D. Maybe I'll move her up later. You can go D tier. Whatever looks like Baiken. What looks like Baiken? I was supposed to be finding cool characters. Chocobos are awesome. That's like the Chocobos Mysterious Dungeon Chocobo specifically, right? But, cute anime girl, I like her. Yeah, well, that's true. She's better than Irvine. Why is Zell? Oops. Zell can go. But he runs around the world and punches. Okay, fine. He gets to stay in the sea. Second row to the right looks like Baiken. Oh, her? I think that's supposed to be Pullum and Purum. Have you played Final Fantasy IV? They're like two twins, and the best thing that they do is like the wall. You're stuck in this trap, and the walls are closing in on you, and they're like, there's only one way. There's only one way to save the party right now. Brother, you take that wall, I'll take this wall or whatever, and we're gonna turn into stone and basically be dead in order to keep everyone from being crushed. And that's terrible. And as a result, they get bonus points for that. I mean, that at least makes you equivalent to Zell. Other than that, I don't remember anything about them. Big fan of a lot of FF characters, true. I like certain motifs, not actual characters. Oh, maybe. That might be true. Should we get all the who's out the way? Let's see, where does Final Fantasy IV start? I can't tell with all these new renders of characters. I need their names over it. White Mage is a girl. This is gonna be so... They died so they could be C-tier people. Yeah. Actually, where's Sid from that game? This is Sid, right? Yeah, that's Final Fantasy IV Sid. Final Fantasy IV Sid did the same thing, right? You're trying to get out of a volcano on your airship, and like you're trying to get out of a volcano on your airship, and then he takes a bomb. He jumps off the airship into the volcano to blow up the top of the volcano to stop the explosion from happening. And that's pretty ridiculous too. He had some other important stuff he did in the plot, but I really can't remember. But you know, like needless, absurd pygmy sprite based sacrifice at least gets you to C tier. That at least gets you to C tier. I think that's pretty good. Hey, so you know what? So you know, this is why I'm gonna put Rinoa in should we do a good one? Should we do... I like certain motifs, that's true. Because if I'm gonna click Mog, I mean, oh god, Mog dances. He dances, right? And he was like in the commercials for like Final Fantasy VI. I remember when I didn't even know what Final Fantasy was, right? Like way back in the day. And they gave him like this weird kind of voice. But Jack should be where? Okay, so Mog gets to go up high. Cause he fights by dancing, and that's awesome. And it's not capoeira, right? Which is how they always do characters in like fighting games and everything, right? It's like magic dancing, and that's cool. Jet. Let's see, where is he at? Right here. Jet. I don't know. Like, we have to go through 10 in order for my head to clear up about Jekt. Like, wait, no. He was actually like, no, he was a deadbeat dad, but he was mean to Titus. Titus? I forget how they say it. Okay. And Titus is dumb. Right? He got the ladies. Auron was in his team. Who else was on his team? I can't remember. There was like 3 people, right? And so like, I mean, wherever he's at, he's cooler than... He helped make Titus into a man. His son hates him. I think he's pretty hardcore. I'm gonna put him like B tier. That's pretty good. I like him. While we're on that, let me be a little more positive too. Okay, I put Riku in C tier because monkeys were awkward, and then 10-2. I felt confused when I played that game. But another character I actually like from 10, I thought Auron I'm gonna be positive for a second. I thought Auron was actually really, really cool. Like, they introduced him, and I specifically remember, right? Like, you're in, like, a blitzball arena or something, and stuff is attacking, and the whole crowd's running the other direction, and he's calmly walking towards the threat. And I was like, this game where everybody's lame, like, they made somebody cool. And he actually knows what's going on, too. And I think his sword's cool. He's got old samurai. He gets to go in A tier. He's not S tier, but he gets to go in A tier. I thought he was cool. All right. God, I only want to do like characters I feel extremes about. Red Mage. Hold on. Sports Boys. Oh, yeah. Auron was cool, but he didn't do anything. Cool, White also dual trope. He's great. Exactly, Cos. Exactly. Like, that makes him fantastic. Especially in a game like 10, where it was like, oh yeah, that's true. Also, he's already dead. That gives you a lot of confidence, right? Like, if you're already dead, it's kind of like, you know, there was something I read where you say that to give yourself confidence. I forget what it was. So he's cool. My reasoning can be so stupid. Why is Titus here twice? Is this ha ha laughing Titus and whatever Titus? Beatrix B or higher? Yeah, since we are hovering over Beatrix. Okay. So, out of all the songs I ever learned to play from Final Fantasy on piano, Beatrix's theme, Loss of Me, is fantastic, amazing. She shows up, she's all powerful. She actually gets like looped into the plot like a little bit to you know, like that part of the love letter stuff, and like she's a great character. Beatrix was awesome. Like dang, I don't know if she's S tier. Maybe B tier. I mean, I don't know if Loss of Me is technically her theme. She's as cool as Auron. She's as cool as Auron. Hey, Gino. Cherry's Unity file got corrupted and has to fix itself. So, so while it spends a million years doing that, I am ranking the Final Fantasy characters based on who's cool and who's lame. And so far, I would like to look. So we gotta put somebody else in trash tier. Oh yeah, didn't we decide? I hadn't decided on Rinoa yet. Okay. Oh. Now that I'm on Vivi, all right. So like everybody likes Vivi. And I like Vivi too. He's a very sympathetic character, right? He goes through quite a bit for like a child. He does awesome black magic in the party. But he doesn't have this kind of X factor that makes me want him to be like, I don't know, S tier. Maybe I'll make him A tier. Black Mage's Village was cool. Yeah, the Final Fantasy IX Black Mage. I think, God, I don't know where I'm gonna put him right now though. Let's see. Who does he compare with? He's Vivi. It's hard to say that he's on like their level of awesomeness. It's like adorableness, but like adorableness alone does get you to my S tier, sure. That's why Chocobo is there. But BLM trope, well, a personality is better than one with personality in his story. Yeah, I guess so. Cause he gives me more to think about, and I guess that gives me more to like slightly dislike. The normal black mage with no personality lets me project a lot of stuff onto him. Vivi, I don't feel good putting him there. I'm gonna put him B. He's a robot black mage. He's lower. Oh, good point, Joro. Good point. Good point. Excellent point. Excellent point. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. I think this is Final Fantasy 2. I haven't played that. And I haven't played 3. We need to do that someday. I also haven't played 5. But like let's clear this up a little bit. But other than that, I've played everything up to 10. Oh, and 13! 13! I can do 13! Oh my god. Hey, you know who I'm gonna do first from... I've got another character for trash tier. I just, you know, trash tier is special. I don't want to just fill it up, right? Let's see. Wait. Who was that? That was the old guy who climbed the mountain. Didn't he die for something? I forget what it was for in Final Fantasy IV. Is it lightning? I got some things to say about Amaranth. Get him in there. All right. So this is how I feel about Amaranth. Whatchamaface it. So since Final Fantasy IX, like all the characters kind of got like a decent chunk of story and kind of had like an issue to deal with, and I guess Amaranth kind of did too, but he came really late in the game, right? But he does have a really cool aesthetic, the red dreadlocks. He does have some history. He's actually related to Trino. He's actually grounded and like interlocked with a little bit. You know, as he was a red mage more or less, right? Or no, that was what was his class? Technically, I mean, he wasn't super good at anything, but I just kind of feel like he was all right. I feel like he was all right. I'll put him monk class. Yeah. I'll put him in C tier. Like, my feelings aren't too strongly positive or too strongly negative about Amaranth, honestly. So, I feel kind of average about him. Cannon fodder class, he was like a monk. Oh, you know what? We should be playing Final Fantasy music right now. Where's the Final Fantasy part of the playlist? Right here. There we go. So like 14 music. I don't know if I have any on. Well, we got plenty here. We got plenty here because I don't have to think about it or get rid of YouTube ads. Let's see. Joro Snow. Okay, so I'm not battle personality. It kind of matters. So Snow, so legitimately my favorite parts of Final Fantasy 13, which I specifically played the game to complain about it when everybody else was gonna say they loved it because it was Final Fantasy, and that was a waste of time because nobody liked it. I actually thought it was just okay, but my favorite parts of the story were when Lightning punches Snow in the face. Right? Because he's just running around, I'm the hero, I'm the hero, I'm the hero. So, I don't know where that gets you tier-wise. I mean, he'll have to be below Lightning. Lightning was like the only thing, God, Final Fantasy 13 is hard. That's difficult. Ultros equals S tier. I might have to come back. This is gonna be a while. This is some work. Ultros equals S tier. Go in order. I don't know. My brain doesn't really work like that. Like it's just gonna be like I'll see this and I have to skip for now. I have to skip for now. Something else will help me decide. Ultros can't be S tier. He annoys me, honestly. Like the sneezing stuff, the Colosseum stuff, the I don't like Ultros. And I didn't really think he was like that's all folks kids. I'm jumping in the river like sneezing is Chupon. Oh, that's right. He did the ink. He was a pervert, right? And he would attack the girls over the other characters in battle often, I believe, too, which was kind of neat. I don't know. I just never liked him all that much, though. I was like, he's just an octopus. Like, I guess he could go in C tier. I feel he's like C tier. Ultros is C tier. Yeah, I know. I'm just bouncing, you know, just thinking about it and bouncing stuff off of people. Also, where the heck are the, oh, we haven't done any Final Fantasy VI characters. Now, that's hard. You know what's funny? Actually, like, okay, I'm going through the Mimi stuff and the stuff I hate, but, like, once I get further on, like, it might get a little more difficult, actually, when I have to give thoughts to characters I do like. This is an FF11 character, right? Like, I didn't play Final Fantasy XI, but this character reminds me of Crystal Chronicles, and I hate Crystal Chronicles with a burning passion. Shantoto. Oh, people like Shantoto. I remember people saying positive things. You know what? I can't take out my Crystal Chronicles rage on her stupid chalice carrying game my friend made us play just because it was called Final Fantasy. Almighty Black Maid with the Ojo-sama laugh. That sounds cool. I won't, otherwise she was gonna go in trash tier because she looks like a, God, what was that? Some racing Crystal Chronicles, and like, it's just Garbo. It's just Garbo. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's starting to get more legitimate, actually, now. It's starting to get more legitimate. So 12, I didn't finish 12. We're gonna do a full playthrough of it someday, we should. So like, but you know what I do understand though about 12? Somebody mentioned Bon and Panella, candidates for trash. I played enough of 12 to see that 12's, whatchamaface it, like, it was originally written for where's he at? Balthier, right? And Bon was written in later because they're like, we need someone that's like Titus, or someone that's like Squall, or, you know, some pretty boy to put on the cover. Basically, I'm saying he's trashed here because he made it bad. So yeah, he got shafted. But like, I really haven't played enough 12 to say too much about them. I don't know, like, maybe I could put them somewhere. You know what? I'm gonna rank these later characters because I have strong feelings from the games I didn't even play. We'll get to that. I can almost go in order now. I've got a lot of stuff out the way. Honestly, we're kind of nearing that. We'll see. Let's yeah. Oh man. FF15 and the Who? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know enough about 15 really. I mean, they're boy band pop stars sort of things, but Fighter Thief, Monk, Red Mage. Yeah, you know what? I'll be fair. They can go under Who. They can go under Who. I mean, you know, for research sake, I guess I have to play 15 at some point. Cindy's cute though. That's her name, right? Whatever. She goes in D. Unless you know them. I just know they're boy band pop. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. All right, I treat everybody. That's gotta be equivalent. All right, we're really hacking this down now. Things are starting to look good. Okay. I got. If I make my list like too illegitimate, hey, this isn't gonna be as difficult as I thought it was gonna be. Let's see. So, oh yeah, you were saying, hey Bob. Well, I'm ranking Final Fantasy characters, because my game has to do like a super long repair right now. Not surprising. Final Fantasy characters, I guess you could say, is basically anime. Gino was saying that every Final Fantasy VI starts after Gilgamesh, right here. Okay, and so is right here. So this is Final Fantasy V, I believe, because that's I think these are potentially Final Fantasy IV characters. So, Final Fantasy V, I don't know. That's another one we can take off. We'll do that. Golbez and Fusoya. Alright, which is 4. Right. Okay. So, we'll do that. So, okay, so that's more who? Where are we? Oh, you can put them anywhere. Okay. God, so it's like all these kind of colors. When I look away, I lose it. Bye. I want to play Final Fantasy V someday. Though I get the feeling I probably won't like it that much, but that's okay. All right, there. So now I know just about everybody here now. Unless I made some sort of error. Okay, now it's actually a little difficult. It's actually a little difficult. Okay. I mean, fighter punches stuff. I mean, even though I didn't beat 1, you know, I know enough about this. I think, okay, these are basic. I don't know enough about these guys, but I think the red mage looks super cool. I'm gonna put all the basic characters in S tier. Oh, this is so... Dude, this like legitimizes things. You know what? Plays mages in MMOs. Oh, maybe. These guys, they're okay. I don't know. And they just look a little too River City Ransom. I'm gonna be honest and maybe put them under who? I'll put them under C. I have no strong feelings about them. Characters that all FF characters are based on. Good point. Alright, these monk and whatever. Who cares? Wait, these are Final Fantasy 3 characters right here, huh? Because that's Cecil. Right, this is it. God, a lot of like stuff to just take out. I'm sorry. I wish they were using like old visuals. All right. Man. Dang. I don't want to do it anymore. That is Cecil. But then what about the Dragon Knight thing? Paladin, you put in who? Oh, okay, that's what. Oh, right after he changes. Kane. I forget that. I get that mixed up. Now it's hard. Okay, Tidus, laughing Tidus. Which I guess they put it up there as a different character. It's so obvious to say he's trashed here. Dad, I hate you. I'm whining. It's so much for going in order. Laughing is his own character. Yeah, alright. Legendary. I mean, it's a good meme. He does represent everything that I disliked about PlayStation 2 RPG voice acting and what made me jaded about video games, right? So I can't really say that's trash. I say it's like representative of something for me. So like normal Tidus, oh, you know what? Okay, thinking in this one, I actually think Blitzball is pretty cool. I think Blitzball is pretty cool, right? I think he's dressed. It doesn't reveal here, but I think he's dressed ridiculously. What else does he have that's good about him? I don't think he's trash. But it's just, he's an okay narrator. He's pretty Irvine equivalent. How people pronounce his name? Tidus. I still don't know which one is right. It's Tide, right? Like cloud, squall, tide. Like detergent or whatever. Laughing, so his laughing version has to be better than this version. That's at least B. Cause that does far more for him than anything else. Alright. So we were talking about Snow earlier, Final Fantasy 15, right? I don't put him in trash tier because, or Final Fantasy 13, excuse me. I don't put him in trash tier because I like seeing him get punched in the face by lightning, alright? So that puts you... And then he runs around talking about how he's the hero. Things are tragic. He was... what? One of the people I threw out there to take damage when I just pushed through the game while just... I beat Final Fantasy 13 by just curing my party. So... maybe he's D tier. D tier? C tier? He's not as good as, like, the fighter. Okay, he's D tier. Laughing Yuna in that same scene. What a cutie. Yeah, Yuna is, like, a totally different question. Actually, Yuna drives me crazy. But, but, like, you know, going on that pilgrimage is kind of tragic, and the whole time I wish they would just, like... I don't know. I wish they would just circumnavigate that. Yuna 10 or 10.2 version. I think there's only one here. It's kind of counting both. Both of them I feel strangely about. I look at her and I just get frustrated. It was just like, have some resolve. You know? And I think that was kind of her point and purpose as the character in this story and whatnot. And she did curing magic and summon stuff. I don't know. She served the plot. She's as much useful as she frustrates me. I put under C. World of Final Fantasy? Is that like a... it's like a tribute to it or something, right? Two girl next door? That makes you a C. That makes you a C. She's okay. She's like average. I've like stopped giving them money for Final Fantasy now. Because it's just like... in my mind, it's over. You know, I could probably do all of 10. Alright, you know, as much as, like Lulu gets, like, a lot of fan art or whatever, I'm very frustrated with her. You know why? She represents a lot of my frustrations with Final Fantasy X. Right? She doesn't dress like anybody else. She has, like, a bajillion belts on. She looks like she's probably has some backstory from, like, she's from the city of the night or something like that. And in the end, like, she's just from Besaid Island or wherever. Hung up on Chapu Goth. I mean, I guess that's a plus. Like, such a tease. C for cleavage, D for cup size. Like, she went with Waka. I mean, but she does have plushies. She fights with plushies, right? That's kind of like the big kicker to me. That's kind of the big kicker to me. Like I liked that when I think about it. I hate her. Nah, she fights with plushies. Okay. So that she gets to be B tier simply because of that. Okay. Yeah, she had a Moogle plushie. I don't have a Moogle. I have Chocobos. Those are in my car though. So she gets to go to B tier. Everything else about her, I don't know. It's pretty stupid. But hey, that's a big plus. That's a big plus. Let's see. B for belts. Perfect. There you go. B for belts. Yeah. Okay, Kimari. All he kind of did was like sit there and stare at you. B is for plushie, not for personality. You think I care about Lulu's personality? All I care about is her plushies. Come on. Let's see. Kimari. Like, small Ronzo. If I remember correctly, all Kimari really did was just kind of stare at you, protect Yuna. No. No, 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 no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. No, this is it. Okay. So, the hornless. No. Okay. Same problem with Lulu, except he doesn't have plushies. I thought Kimari's tribe, like, oh, the Ronzo tribe, they're nomads or whatever. Ronzo was what they were called, right? But it's like they're like a hall monitor tribe or whatever, right? Like, given like the nature of Final Fantasy, like area design, and they're just like kind of like standing out in the middle of the ice frozen hallway, and I can't even remember what they did. Like, whatever. Kimari, you're D tier. Yeah, you're not better than those guys. Trash tier? I don't think he's trash tier. I mean, he's not as bad. I like him more than Waka. More than Bon. Or Bosch. Bosch from Dalmasca. Bosch. I don't know. Man, that's not fair. I don't know. I didn't play enough of FF12. That's not fair. That's not fair. I shouldn't rank them. I shouldn't rank them. I didn't play enough of 12. Waka went to the dodgeball school of combat. Yeah, he's a loser. And Pain, I did play enough of 10 too. To like care. She was a nice contrast to Riku and Yuna. But like I don't know. I couldn't get through the girl power. But I kind of moody girl or whatever. Like I thought she was handled fine. she gets to go next to Lulu. I'll put her in B tier. This is so bad. The Final Fantasy music sounds kind of loud. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Like Lulu, but with smaller cup size. Yeah, I guess so. And no plushies, but more attitude, so it makes up for it. It's okay. And then Seymour. Seymour looked like he should have been in like a Visual K, like a J-Rock band, Visual K J-Rock band or something. And I remember fighting him one time, and no. Wasn't that somebody else who put all the status elements on? And he wanted to marry Yuna. I mean, does anybody like Seymour? Does anybody have like anything positive to say about Seymour? Like, it's kind of like, who cares? You like the Seymour boss battles? I mean, he even has like a name you kind of made fun of. I barely remember them. Like, I feel like they were like, okay. When he kills the Guardian, he says death awaits you. Like, they were trying to do like this, like devout and thoughtful, but like idealistically, like, I don't know. I don't think. Antagonist, he's great because you hate him. It's kind of, this guy's really annoying and creepy kind of hate. Which is a good foil to Titus. Maybe not. Personally, I don't know him. I don't know. Yeah, I almost want to put him under who. I feel like I don't know him myself. I guess he's D tier. Like, I don't even think he really served the plot super well. He was just kind of okay. Who's this? That's a game I haven't played, right? I don't know who. Dang. Uh-oh, it's gonna get real soon. Yestola, 14. Oh, okay. Yeah, no MMOs. No MMOs. MMOs are scary. Dang, I don't wanna pick my favorites. He was a minor obstacle in the end. Yeah, that's true, he was. Like, he did a lot, but a lot of what he did didn't matter. That's my girl. Okay. Alright, like, it's time to really start making decisions. I can take out, I should probably just put the 12 characters under, like, I feel sorry for him because the story was supposed to be about him clearly in a little bit that I played, and he didn't get it. So we'll play it later. But that he gets a B tier from me just because I feel bad, and she's cute. No, I can't do this. I'm gonna delegitimize the list. I'm gonna delegitimize the list. You need one furry girl. Yeah, we're supposed to be. Right? Yeah. Very, very clearly. I'll probably play it later again for the battle system, but... And everybody else, I didn't play enough or know enough to really, like, rank them all that well. I mean, she's just kind of there in the beginning, but I don't know that much about I don't know that much about either of them, really. She's a female Chewbacca. How can you delegitimize a list when it's your list? Because it has to be your, it's like, look at how thoughtful he is about his Final Fantasy character decisions, and like, wow, this guy hates, I love the way this guy hates Final Fantasy VIII, and not like it's like a power tier system. That's true, it is my list. Seems very arbitrary. There's probably some internal logic. You know what's funny? I look at this and I'm like, no, you don't get to get an S tier just for being hot. No. That you have to, you gotta have something going for you beyond that, right? Can't just all be looks. I look at this, but like arbitrary, I look at this list and I'm like, God, this makes perfect sense. Like, it's so nice to have my thoughts so organized. The rest of these people I haven't given enough thought to. I can't really say anything. And I haven't played enough of that. Okay. Being a dog, a concept rather than a character. Yeah. Right? Everybody. Oh yeah, my S tier is all concepts. Hey, when a concept, I mean, there's just so much room there. You can't be. No, but you have a point, cosplays. You do have a point, right? Hey, I might put some. I mean, I've been saving a lot of legitimate characters. Okay. Almost all mascots. Yeah, they are. I might, but now, like, what do we got left? Let's see. Final Fantasy VIII arguments. Yeah. We've only done one Final Fantasy VI character. Now this is where it gets difficult because we're actually getting into characters like that I actually like. And that's where it gets hard. I mean, Final Fantasy IV and Cecil, like, he kind of went through a lot, right? God, I'm having a hard time remembering it. But that was the one I played for the first time most recently, actually. Like, where he was, like, loyal to his... he was, like, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't remember all that well. He was a loyal Dragon Knight, but then, like, he meets Rydia, and it's just kind of like, oh, it's not what you think, and, you know, I can't remember well, but, like, I'm getting feelings of finding his story kind of relatable. Red Wings, loyal to the Baron, best buddies with Kain. Yeah. Like, you know, as much silly stuff as there was in Final Fantasy IV, I do feel like the core kind of journey, you know, of Cecil was kind of relatable. I did kind of feel for Rydia. Yeah, and burning down the village, and then you know, they were very protective of her and all that. Like, I kind of feel like that was all kind of good, honestly. Like, all of them. Brainwash, Rosa's his girlfriend, Edward originally the original Spoony Bard. Right. Yeah, that's right. I feel like all of them are B tier. I feel like all of them are B tier. Just the way that all that adds up together. Like, I actually care. And actually, like, I'm feeling caring feelings right now. That's still not my S tier, though. Original Spoony Bard. I can't remember much about what he did, though. I like these guys. This guy, he just... I can't remember. I always want to say who. Kung Fu Kicks. Yang... Oh, what did Yang do? Like, Yang had some big thing. Let's see, the two siblings sacrificed themselves. Edged through ninja. Sacrifice himself to fail in killing Golbez. Yeah, that's kind of like the general thing you do. I didn't care much about him. I remember that. Yeah, I already put Palom and Porum in. They have poor problem-solving skills, and I thought it was funny that they turned themselves into statues to stop the walls, so I gave them C tier. They get to stay there. I mean, that's good. Like, ninjas are cool, and throwing stuff is cool. That gets you above C tier. Does that get you above B tier? That can make you cooler than Vivi. Cooler than Lulu. Alright, you get to be A tier. Yeah, that's right. I mean, he technically was, but it kind of jumped around. An original Spoony Bard. I don't know. Like, the Spoony Bard thing, I don't care that much. C. And... Monk... You know, like, it's back to the Monk thing. Like, I don't care that much about Monk stuff. Like, whatever. Wait, which was the guy? This was Tella, right? Yeah, that was Tella. He sacrificed himself. Wait, so who was this guy? God, I can't even remember. Doesn't show up to the... Oh, on the moon! The moon was dope. And then he just starts explaining stuff, huh? I'm sometimes okay with stuff showing up at the end and suddenly, like, explaining everything. But I don't care that much about him, right? I barely remember him. It's okay, you can be in C tier. You can be in C tier. Like, there's not enough time for you to do anything cool. Okay. And, that was like, what's his face? X, no, that's not. X, wait, I moved X, did I already do X Death somewhere? I don't ever, like, that was just a random in-boss. I don't think that's him. Unless they did the art differently. Oh yeah, that is him. I don't know, I don't care. Like, whatever. Golblez? Golblez? I can't even remember. I don't remember Final Fantasy 10. Cecil's bro. Why does he look like so different there? Yeah. Okay, you can go up in B tier. That was a poor showing for Final Fantasy 4, but whatever. Wait, where's the rest of this? Yeah, you go there. Go there. Go there. I'll go there. Okay. Now this is gonna be stuff I know far better. All right. Everything here I remember pretty decently, very well. And some of these games I've played multiple times. Main antagonist. I just remember the people sacrificing themselves in Final Fantasy 4. That was like my favorite part. That was my favorite part. Dang. Freya will be A. You might be right. You might be right. You might be right. I think the red mage jumping, or not the red mage, the dragoon jumping thing is cool. I did think she needed to get past the Sir Fratley thing like a little bit quicker. But Burmecia was dope. Her mood and delivery was dope. Like, Freya is pretty cool. Fine. Yeah, you're right, Joro. Freya is A tier. Oh, you're seeing a consistent logic here now, right? That's why you can predict that. I mean, I like a lot of 9 characters. Quina is fantastic, right? Because you know what Quina literally is? I mean, aside from liking food and just being random, it's like, hey, you're someplace and you only have 3 characters in your party from a narrative standpoint. Let's make Quina fall out of the sky and fill in your 4th character, right? Like, I think that's pretty great. I'm hesitant to say S tier for that though. But I absolutely adore that idea. As a result, I put Quina in A tier as well. In fact, you know, now that we're doing this, a lot of the Final Fantasy IX cast are like almost more ideas than characters, right? Like Steiner's kind of like they're representations of like specific wills or specific feeling or whatnot about that. Yuffie is B range, maybe A. I actually love Yuffie. So like, you know, people had to use a strategy guide to find Wutai when they played Final Fantasy VII. But if you happen to have Yuffie in your party when the tiny Bronco crashes, if you happen to have Yuffie in your party when the tiny Bronco crashes, like one of her lines that she mentions while you're like waiting in the ocean is like, you're like, where are we gonna find the Temple of the Ancients? And she's like, let's try north. I've got a feeling. And north takes you to Wutai, and Yuffie was in my party, and I trusted her, and I went north, and I went to Wutai, right? Which is where she then steals all your materia, right? And I organically stumbled across like that segment of the game and experienced it organically, and hated her for it, which is great. Plus, she's a ninja. Ninja gets you bonus points. I like the name of her moves. I like the town that she's from. I don't think I dislike anything about Yuffie. Being a ninja kind of automatically gets you A tier, unless you do something really stupid. Why would Yuffie not be S tier though? That's what I have to decide. Like, what doesn't push her over the limit to S tier? I don't know. I guess I feel like I don't have a reason to put her in S tier. Okay. So Yuffie's A tier. Yuffie's A tier. She's great. I think her weapon's cool too. I think all that's fantastic. I think Yuffie's great. Like that's a favorite. Cause she's the secret. Plus she's a secret character too. You could have played the whole game missing her, but then like to have her there and then she still adds so much more. Like and she's showing up in forests. She's making fun of the characters when she appears. Like, nah. Wrong Yuffie. Or wrong phobic. A tier. A tier. No CG cutscene. What's up, man? Right, she doesn't get to be in the cutscenes. Speaking of people that don't get to be in the cutscenes, so I kind of consider Vincent, I kind of put him under like Edge Boy stuff, even though he has like, you know, some legitimate reasons to feel that way about stuff. So he doesn't get to be A. Bad Nightmare earlier. Well, you can defeat it by hanging here victoriously. Hey, it's over, man. Now you're where only good dreams, good things can appear before you. Like my godly Final Fantasy tier list. B for boy. I mean, transforming into animals, having kind of a Twilight vibe. Being a secret character is cool. Being in a coffin in Nibelheim is cool. He is deeply related to like, for a secret character, he is pretty intertwined pretty well with like all the Hojo plotline stuff and Lucretia and all that. You know, I'm okay with him. Vincent gets B tier for me. He gets B tier. The Turks and all that. Vincent. It's okay. Yeah, why aren't the Turks here? I guess they don't do like, I guess they're like sub bad guys or whatever. God, the Turks are up there for me. But I guess they're more of an idea too. I have ideas held very high, don't I? Dang. Reno and Rude and Elena. I love the Turks. One of the earliest stories I ever wrote, I like took the Turks and you know, like I just kind of took that idea and stole it when I wasn't as creative, basically, because I thought it was so cool. mean, what was they're like the Ikari warriors. Yeah, they are. I was doing Steiner. I think Steiner's well executed, and I thought he was legitimately funny. You know what Steiner is? Steiner is like Waka if he was funny and effective and not annoying, right? And like fought with an actual weapon, and I actually liked him. Steiner's all right. Steiner's all right actually. Okay, so what? Waka's trash tier. I don't actually dislike anything about Steiner, and I think he's a little above average in how he handled. I think B. I think B. B for Steiner. Yeah. Don Quixote. Probably for inspiration. We're almost done with 9. These ones are hard though. That's pretty difficult. I gotta find some easy stuff. Shoot. God, Final Fantasy 6 characters are gonna be so difficult. So I haven't touched any of them. Dang. I don't want to do this anymore. 8 is an easy target. Yeah, maybe we should just get it out of the way now so I can start clearing stuff out. Like, we're just getting to the point where I care about stuff. Cypher. Alright, let's just do this. Okay, somebody defend Selfie. Like, come on. Wahoo, woohoo. Like, I'm excited. What? She's cutie. Look, that doesn't get you. I mean, that can help your placement, but that doesn't do anything else for you here. Not in the Joshachu school of Final Fantasy characters. Hey Faith, what's up? Yeah. I have no reason to put Selfie above trash. Selfie's trash tier. Okay. Let's see. Cypher's pretty dumb. Like Chicken Wuss and like he was Rinoa's boyfriend to start, which is already like minus points. Like what kind of taste do you have, right? And then suddenly he's like the sorceress's knight, and I don't know, he gives Squall a pretty boy cut. He's in Kingdom Hearts. Oh good, we'll get to beat up on him. D tier. Yeah, it's hard to make him trash because I mean, fights with him were okay, cool, and I don't like hate him. It's just he's just kind of wasted. Selfies in Kingdom Hearts 2. Selfie's trash. Selfie's trash. You're garbage, Selfie. But I like her hair. That's cute, but that's not enough. I like that I beat her up in Kingdom Hearts. Keistis was really unfortunate, right? That's another representation about what frustrates me plot-wise about Final Fantasy VIII, right? Where she was kind of in the story for like an hour in Balam Garden, and then like Rinoa shows up, and what the plot line does is it just goes like, hey, Squall needs to fall in love with Rinoa. Everything that doesn't facilitate that just gets like killed, you know? And then she just kind of became uninteresting. You know, I feel really sorry for her, but I don't know, I felt like they could have done something with that. I mean, that's the whole like young teacher sort of deal. So yeah, she just has to go in D. Like, where else can she go? But yeah, D is on it. And then Laguna was actually funny. Laguna has cool battle music. Laguna fights with a machine gun. Laguna became president of a weird alien city. Like, wait, did he? I don't remember if he did. But he was just there, I guess. I don't know. Like, he was friends with Michael Jackson and a fisherman. Like, Laguna actually had good taste in women. Yeah, he was the president of S-Star. So like everything that's weird and dumb about Final Fantasy VIII's plotline if you specifically look at Laguna and all the cool stuff that let him do, like, I think that allows Laguna to be, the more I think about it, the more I kind of like him. He had a limit break where he hung from the ceiling and like fired him with his machine gun or whatever, didn't he? Not a limit break, but what do they call him in that? I don't know. Just, I forget what they call him in 8. Laguna, you know what? You can be in B tier. You're almost the only good thing about Final Fantasy VIII, honestly. I just don't think about you enough. Those panty shots got censored in the HD version for selfie. And then, thus she has no content or contribution left after that, huh? And then we're at the end of the end of the line here for Final Fantasy VIII. Work on my generator. Godspeed, Bob. FF8 is high school anime. Yeah, but like I'm fine with high school anime. It's just kind of like, I don't know, I didn't watch any high school anime where they were just like, hey, let's like gut the plot to make this. It's really Rinoa's story is what it is. And it's just everything just kind of like revolves around her. And things would have been great if there was some twist like Rinoa was a sorceress all along, but it really isn't. I don't even understand like the connection between her and Squall. But Squall has whatchamafaceit? Lionheart. You know, he had some pretty cool attacks. Like Squall's actually like he's not that bad. Maybe I'm a lion, whatever, being moody the whole plot. You know, when I sit here and think about it, whatever. I mean, he is surrounded by idiotic, stupid, the most horrible characters in Final Fantasy, right? I probably would feel that way. I mean, he does lose points for falling for Rinoa, but he kind of couldn't help it. I mean, she's a witch, right? Like, legitimately. I loved him when he was ignoring her. Hey, that's the way you do it. That is the way you do it. He is surrounded by idiots. I mean, honestly, I would probably feel kind of frustrated too. And I have to carry out like serious life or death missions with Zell and Selphie? Come on. Like, I mean, how else would you feel? Or no, it could be his sister. This is Game of Thrones. Yeah, you know what? I'm sympathetic to Squall. And I riff on Gunblades just because I'm hating on Final Fantasy VIII. But actually, I think Gunblades are actually cool. Like, they're stupid, but they're stupid cool. And that gets you bonus points too. Gunblades can't help what's-his-face. Chicken with stupid head, right? But Gunblades can help, they can help Squall. You know what, Squall? Do I give you B? Or do I give you C? Do I give you B? What reason do... I think he's above average because his attacks and stuff are cool. He can go up. Ide and Ultimisi are basically the same. Wait, do they have them both there? Nah, Gunblade's cool, Fang. Gunblade's cool. Gunblade's cool. Yeah. Cypher's Gunblade stance was inspired by Luna. A for Auron. Yeah, because he was like... cool guy that understood stuff that wasn't afraid of anything in Final Fantasy X. Like, he's good. But yeah, yo guys. What's up? Just making the final judgment here. I got past all the meme stuff. I've gotten past so much of the stuff I hate. And now, like, I'm getting into legitimate memories of, like, how these games actually, like, left an impact on me and it affected me. And it's, I'm getting a little teary-eyed, strangely. Thinking back to some of this stuff. Oh, hey. Did Cherry finish fixing itself? Cherry's fixed. That's good. But that's okay. We'll do that later. We'll finish this first. Only took an hour and a half. Steiner on the same tier as Vivi. Steiner's pretty excellent. Like, he's basically... I was basically explaining that he's Waka that doesn't suck. And everything about that's executed well. He's voiced by Bender. Yeah, but that doesn't get you past, like complaining about you, Yevon, the whole game, and I don't know, marrying your brother's girlfriend, and he's just a loser. He's a loser. All right, time to wrap up Final Fantasy VIII. Ultimecia and Idea, yeah, they are like the same thing, kind of. Well, I mean, Ultimecia they're kind of different, right? Because Idea becomes her own thing. She actually knows what's going on. Stable, grounded character, kind of makes sense. And I think her design was kind of cool. I like a witch kind of looking like a runway model or something. So, you know what? I'll just put her in C. I think she effectively did what she could do with the garbage, the dumpster fire that was Final Fantasy VIII. Idea is not herself for much of the game. Yeah, which I think kind of adds the impact. And, let's see. Yeah, Tina's laugh. Yeah, hey, you know, that's like iconic. But the character himself, he sucks. Background after she becomes unpossessed. I mean, she does, but Titus Titus, that's the other thing I hate about him. Whatever. They could have done better with Ultimecia, true. But, you know, she absorbed Rinoa into, like, her chest and held her, like, suspended. The succession of the Witch's song from Final Fantasy VIII is pretty freaking fantastic. She didn't really have a chance to, like, show off how awesome she was, because she was dealing with these stupid people who thought they were gonna hit a sorceress with a sniper bullet from, like, the other side of France or whatever, and she was like, what is this nonsense, you know? And just like, oh, that was Adele. God, I don't remember then. I got them mixed up. Like, I'm just like sorcerers. Never mind. A lot of untapped potential. FF8 has a lot of untapped potential. That's why I clown on it so hard. Right, she shows up at the end. She just wants time compression. Yeah, well, she just wants time compression, and then they tell you in S-Star when you meet Laguna there that they don't know why she wants it, right? So, I don't know. She's like, whatever. She's like C. C. Adele. D. I don't think she was D. I like her design. I thought it was intimidating. All right. For in the Who, oh, I haven't played 15. I mean, I would just rank them all down for being pop stars or whatever, but that's not fair enough. Rinoa. So you might think I'm gonna put Rinoa in trash tier as much as I complain about Final Fantasy VIII. And she does suck. And I went over why she sucked a lot earlier, right? But she kind of acknowledged that she sucks. She's spoiled and her stupid Timber Owl's resistance. And, you know, so dogs are great, right? And that's why Striker's in S tier. Okay? But she puts her dog on her crossbow and shoots it at stuff. That's like animal abuse, man. Like, that's like animal abuse. So like that doesn't get much of a go from me. She's not trash, but the story been so hard to accommodate her that I give her a D. Her design's a little cute too, just a little bit. That helps a little bit, but they can't move you up. Okay, I do think she's cute. Still, she just ruined Final Fantasy VIII. Fight animals all the time? Yeah, but like, that's different. They're not your pets. You have like loyalty and attachment. Oof. Dang, that's Final Fantasy VIII. Some of the characters got higher than I thought they would actually. Dang, Squall. Rinoa equals, if Rinoa was Ultimecia the whole game, that would make an amazing plot, but that's not. When you argue a lot with this one person because you secretly really like them. Let's see. Final Fantasy 6, 7, and 9 are my favorites, so that's gonna be hard. Josh and Final Fantasy 8. Dagger and Aiko. Yeah, that is rough. I guess we're almost done with 9. Maybe I should finish it off. I'll have to wait. Yeah, no, Auron was my favorite character in 10. Hands down. We finished 10. Maybe I should try to go through 13 instead. Aiko, cutest lolly. She's pretty adorable. All these all these characters have great theme songs because I love FF9 soundtrack. That helps it a lot. I like she lives with the Mughals, okay, and like being Mughal related does get you some kudos. She does have a horn. I can't stand Dagger. Dumb girl went mute at some point. I guess a 9 might have been easier to... I like Aiko. She was just adorable. Yeah, okay. Hey, you know what? A tier for Aiko, okay? A tier. Those are my feelings. Those are my feelings. Dagger went mute. She did have a crush on Zidane, yeah. Which was addressed very nicely, and they did a good job with that. 9 playthrough. I like the game. Hate how the story split the healer apart from the main party. Oh, yeah. They keep flipping the party around on you. Aiko a perv too, or looking to marry dudes? That I don't remember. Dagger going silent the whole game. Honestly, I liked how she was executed. Like for a princess and whatever. Her mom was Queen Bron. Was Big Blue Queen. Well, it wasn't really her mom, right? You think she would have been able to figure that out. The cutting of the hair is symbolic of getting tough, naming herself Dagger. Kind of reminds me of what I actually did like in Grandia too. That's a whole aside. You know what? I'm cool with her. For like a princess in the tower sort of deal, I feel like I can't think of many examples that get much better than that. And probably favorite healer. Because Final Fantasy 12 wasn't written for Von. He was injected, and I could tell it was terrible. Even though I didn't finish it. But we're probably gonna finish it someday. I'd like to. You know what? Because he never should have existed. God. Actually, I'll put Dagger in A. I like her design too. I feel like probably one of my favorite FF lead females. I think she's a good representation of a FF lead female overall. Not my penultimate favorite though. I don't think so. Let's see. He didn't have a role in this story. Yeah, it wasn't written for him. It wasn't written for him. And I guess since we're almost done with 9, Zidane is pretty awesome. Like, it was nice to have a protagonist with a sense of humor, lighthearted. The monkey tail weirded a lot of people out, but I liked the monkey tail. Like, he didn't do anything. Yeah, like, I like Zidane a lot. He touched Dagger's butt. And he still had the story to pull things through. You know, he's pretty cool. Honestly, I almost debate putting him in an S tier the more I think about it. Like, I don't dislike anything about him, really, and I felt like he did a lot of things well, and I think that might be, like, what I really, really want out of a Final Fantasy protagonist. Personally. He might be our first, like, non-idea concept mascot S tier for me. I think so. Yeah, Von was an afterthought. That's why he was so lame. You know what? Zidane goes in my S tier. Okay. Zidane goes in my S tier. There we go. Yeah, like I think that's good representation of Final Fantasy hero. Like, excellent. And things could get serious. So now, like, the 6 just has not been touched at all. 7 hasn't been touched either, not really. Maybe we should just... You're Not Alone song was pretty great. Final Fantasy 9 is my favorite Final Fantasy soundtrack. Like, I like a whole bunch of stuff on there. 13. Okay. So we already did Snow, right? Like, good on you, Zidane. Yeah, good on him. Yo, show you what's up. Tactics Advanced representation. I didn't play Tactics Advanced myself, so it's probably good that they're not there. What's up? It's going good. I ran into some stumbles trying to dev on my game tonight, so instead I am making the unquestionable tier list of the coolest Final Fantasy characters instead. Yo, Chaos, what's up? Message not required. Message not required. Things are starting to get hard now, though. Sure. So I think 6 and 7, I'll finish these off last. I just need to get 13 out the way. So I already did Snow. Where did I put Snow? I put him in D tier because the only thing good about Snow was when lightning punched him in the face. Let's see. And then, you know, I don't hate the cast of 13, actually. Sarah was just like girl in the crystal, go save her. If I remember it correctly. She should be with Snow. There, you can be in love together, next to Kamari. You're just, I don't know. She's just a plot point. It's like, whatever. Pokemon Go has raids now? Wow. Let's see. Chocofro is a D. Hey, hold on a second. Do you see that fro? Do you see that fro? That fro is amazing. Like, and there's a chocobo in your afro, and like, hey, chocobos. Oh my, I'm blocking it. Yeah, okay. Do you see that fro? Like, you know, if you're chocobo related, like, I mean, that's a lot of bonus points. Okay. He's a good dad. That's kind of like all I got for him, though. Fights with guns. That's kind of cool in Final Fantasy. Dang. Now that I kind of go through that and I just have nothing to work with, I mean, Chocobo Afro can only get you so far. God, Afro plus Chocobo is really good. Dang, you know what? When I really think about it, it might have to be D. Like, I don't. Well, if he's D, then Sarah served the plot more. Oof. God, it hurts me. I don't want to put him in D. But I mean, that's about it. That's about it. I can't just give him a brother love just for being a brother. Yeah, but I don't care. You still have to be like a good character. We'll get to Barret eventually. You know, he's just not that good. He's just not that good. Dang. And he talked like, it's not like he was in a Rush Hour movie or something. I don't. Yeah, you know what? He might just have to be D tier. He's just not that great. Yeah. He's one with the gun. Yeah, exactly. Barret. Oh, I don't want to say too much about Barret. I want to save that. Wait, who the heck was this guy? Who was that guy? I guess he should go under who, right? Oh, that's Kuja. I can't recognize him without, like, the thong. Oh, God. Thong power. What else did he do? He had a cool theme song. Like, he was ready to do, like, I don't know. He was dressed like he was in Kiss or something. Like, Kiss, but it was like a J-Rock band. Or, you know, Brother of Zidane. Like, doing something with Two Worlds. I don't remember. You know what? Let's try this again. Kuja wrecked the stream. Yo, that's some power. Alright, there we go. It looks like things are good. Let me know. Back? F5. Cool. I lost my train of thought. What the heck was I talking about? Oh yeah, Kuja. Kuja, yeah. Kuja's a boss. Okay. Kuja's a boss. He gets to go up here. Alright, cool. We good. Gets to go under A. We're basically walking around like naked or whatever. I forget the story points though. And so that's okay, so 9 is actually finished. Now 13, like these characters are weird for me in 13. There's just like there's nothing here with a lot of the 13 characters. Like they're pretty girls, but like I mean they don't really like do anything. And then he's mad at Snow. So that okay, hold on. What was this stupid kid's name again? I can't remember his name. I can't even remember his Hope. Okay. Since Hope hated Snow for like a lot of the story, he gets to go in C tier. Other than that, I don't care about him. Right? Fang and Vanille. like what? What is this? There's nothing there. I don't know. They have some history and together and like it's Final Fantasy 13. It's Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, FF9 is my favorite overall soundtrack, but I probably have the most favorite songs in 8. And then this kid's from like Final Fantasy 10 or 13 too, right? I didn't even play that. At best, side characters. Yeah, but like I've been putting like lots of characters in C because they kind of serve the plot decently well. Like they don't even like, I mean they kind of have relevance here and there, but like who really has relevance in 13? Then that leaves Lightning. Okay, stoic female protagonist soldier that gets a lot of cool flip around cutscenes. She was pink hair, that's Cloud 2.0, not as deep. Not as deep. Not as deep as Cloud. Not instant trash. You know why she's not instant trash? You know why she's not instant trash? Because she punched Snow in the face. And I believe she punched Snow in the face, like, 3 times over the course of Final Fantasy 13. And those are just highlights of the game for me. It was excellent. Snow. It had to be, like, more than once, right? And I was always like, do it again, do it again. In fact, I bet you there's YouTube videos of, like, Lightning punching Snow in the face. I bet you. Punches Snow. Yeah. FF13. Let's see. Anger issues and all that. It's pretty great. Where's we need one where she hits Snow. What is this? This is just some Mimi stuff. Okay. No, I just need like that one clip. Forget it. There's too much. Like there used to just be one video of it. Now there's like a million. So by that aspect alone, I actually enjoyed Lightning. I'm putting her in B tier. Also, like when a game's dumb and like she's just kind of like I don't care about this, that makes me like the game more, or like her more. So Lightning gets to be in B. Kuja versus Sephiroth. Dang. That's hard. That's difficult. It's too real now. I don't know. It's too real. It's too real. Starting with Sephiroth? Maybe, like, who can I actually pick? Sephiroth as motivation is terrible. Wanting to see his mom getting upset. I don't know. I felt like that was understandable. God, I don't want to do this anymore. Alright. Final Fantasy 6 first or Final Fantasy 7? I should probably say Final Fantasy 7 last, because that's the one everybody knows, right? And has strong feelings about. Mama's boy concept is laughable. I don't know. I related to that. I'd be pretty upset. Let's see. 3 games. Take that into consideration. Nah. I just count 7. Dialogue. Oh, Final Fantasy 7's dialogue? Nah, this is the spelling errors? That was amazing. Alright, I guess since we're on it. Sephiroth. I related to Sephiroth being upset about his mom, finding out the truth about all this stuff and whatnot. Summoning a comet, blow up the planet. Honestly, if I was gonna go like crazy over something like that, probably. And if I was gonna lose it, that's probably how I would lose it. Like, I kind of sympathize. I thought it was weird when he hit you in the face with materia. What was that all about? What a weirdo guy. And all the ooh, like laughing stuff he occasionally did. Becoming a one-winged angel in the end, which is a cool idea. 32 weapons. 32! Way to go. Way to go. You know what? I'm cool with Sephiroth, honestly. I'm cool with him. I know everybody's cool with it. Everybody like, Sephiroth, but I like Sephiroth. I think he was well done. And like, it's almost like he breathes in that dramatic, that drama. He gets A tier. Progress is progress, Bob. Progress is progress. All counts. God. So Sephiroth gets to be an A. I like Sephiroth. You guys want me to put him up against... So did I put him higher than Kuja? I mean, I put him right next to Kuja. Like, equivalent. I don't want to do this part. I don't want to pit the Final Fantasy 6 and 7 characters against each other. Like, where's... Okay, we gotta save, like... Final Fantasy 6. Alright, Shadow is a ninja. I chose to do this. I did. He's a ninja. You could die and never see him again. Like, so he could sacrifice himself for the party. If not, he's just like, the world's destroyed, but I'm in the combat arena. You know, yeah. Basically, see, all ninjas get to be A tier. I guess I like ninjas. Dang. I thought Gal Wild Boy kind of thing was neat. The fact that you couldn't control him kind of drove me crazy. I thought he was well done in the story. But, whenever they draw him in the Amano art, his neck's too long. Sephiroth and Kafka, no matter what. Yeah. Dang. I'm gonna put Gao in C tier. Kefka. God. I need some time to think about Kefka versus Sephiroth. Because Kefka is definitely way up here. I don't know if he should be S tier or not when I really stop and think about it. Strago has an airship. He fights with throwing cards. He has a roulette special. He has a history with a friend who flew an airship as well. Like, airships, man. Yeah, Zetzer. Isn't that Zetzer? This is... Oh, I said Strago. Oops. Yeah, that's Strago. Zetzer. Zetzer's who I mean. Zetzer's cool. Strago's the old guy. Yeah, and Strago's like, well, yeah. Does that make you S tier? He's kind of like Guilty Gear Johnny, but in Final Fantasy. Okay, that makes you S tier. Airships, man. Airships. Airships, dude. Airships. Okay? Airships. That's all I gotta say. Since we talked about Strago, I mean, he's just kind of old, right? He does really boss magic, but he's just old. I don't know, he knows some stuff. He wasn't, like, bad or anything. He's like a package deal with Realm. Blue Mage. That's why I forgot that class, the Blue Mage kind of class. Yeah, because once you get hit by it, you know it. Basically what Quino was as well. I don't know, I mean, that's okay, it's neat. C tier, kind of boring. Like, whatever. I liked Realm's draw. It kind of became useless later on, though, and she was just kind of a kid. When I really think about it, like, what was really there? Uh-oh, I feel like FF6 is about to get exposed a little bit in my mind. So maybe that's a C. I don't want to put all these characters in C. Umaro, like, you already had, like, Mog just being a Moogle. You had Umaro just being, like, Yeti, man. Most OP if you min-maxed her. I mean, that's cool, but I don't min-max stuff, right? Umaro can go here. Like, D tier. Like, I think they just wanted you to have another character. He was Mog's friend. I mean, that's kind of neat, but it's like, yeah, whatever. I don't know if it was wasted potential. There just wasn't that much potential there to begin with. Go-Go was the same thing, right? Mimic was a cool skill, though. I liked Mimic. That's kind of like what he was, though. It was just kind of like... Right? Or am I forgetting any story for Go-Go? There wasn't really any story, right? It was just, yeah, secret character that you got if you got swallowed by, like, the, I almost said the Midgar Zolom, by, like, the worm in the desert or whatnot. And he just had a really cool skill, the Sarlacc Pit. Mimic was a game winner. I kind of want to make him B. I definitely, like, thought he was cooler than these ones. I just want to make him B because of Mimic, honestly. I just want to make him B. I'm gonna just do it. I was happy with that. Cyan, usually I don't dig the whole fealty and noble art thou sort of thing, but I mean, Cyan was I kind of understood him. he had some hard times, family dying and all that. King Samurai. Yeah, you know, he was pretty dope. Waiting for his attacks kind of sucked, but thou art. Yeah, waiting for his skill. For the sword techs. Yeah. But, and I mean, like, dude, like, I feel like if somebody managed to poison an entire river with a little jar of poison and my family died as a result of that, like, that would be kind of hard to get past. Like, it's like, how did he poison the entire river? So, like, he gets a B. He gets a B. Celeste, I don't know. She's just kind of like, what is love? What is love? She went through some hard stuff with people dying and whatnot. Was a Magic Tech Soldier Knight. I just don't care about her that much, though. Poison the entire earth with poison. One little vial. General Leo. Oh yeah, General Leo's not on the list. She did sing in the opera. Why don't I like her all that much? I don't know. It's just, whatever. I feel I can't put her here though with these characters. Ew. Yeah, she doesn't belong here. Alright, she gets to go on B tier. She was a well-conceived character. Yeah, that's true. She just gets kind of cry and get traumatized a lot, huh? Maybe that was the problem. You know what? Actually, you just made me realize. I felt like she was more of a vehicle, honestly, than a character. That might be the issue. Kind of pushing plot forward. It's a B, but it's a sympathy B. It's a sympathy B. It would have been a C. Okay. Edgar and Sabine. Alright, like, it was so cool that they're brothers. And one's a king, one's a monk. They chose different paths. They flipped a coin to decide it. The coin song was awesome. Edgar has a moving castle that digs into the sand and goes underground. Like, dude, that's amazing, right? Like, Sabine's learning to shoot, like, Kamehamehas in the mountain and has, like, a monk, I mean, he is a monk, right? And, like, it's so cool. It's so cool, man. They learn so much cool stuff. They're so cool. And I played through the game with my brother, and, like, I would assign one to him and one to the other. Like, suplexing the train. Like, they're amazing. Getting a chainsaw? Nope. Does anybody else ever get a chainsaw in Final Fantasy? Like, these guys are S tier. Oh god, they make me so happy. Getting a chainsaw. Solving clock puzzles, getting a chainsaw. Right? Locke is a treasure hunter. He has a cool theme song. He has a love that can never be. I mean, just those 3 bullet points alone, those are really good, right? It's like you can't take that and make a bad story out of that character, you know? And I wanted to be, and like, treasure hunter, if there's anybody, like, when I was like, I don't know, 10, if there's anybody I wanted to be in Final Fantasy VI, it was probably Locke. I thought he was pretty great. Yeah, you know what, Locke, you can be S tier too. Classic adventurer hero, yeah. Yeah, like, you know what? They're good representations. Like, they're almost still concepts in some way too. With the S tier. Actually, Terra was the What Is Love one, right? But turning into an Esper, like, legitimately being forlorn about a lot of different stuff. Like, she kind of did go through a lot. It felt weird to, like, I don't know, the second half of the game we weren't with her. I don't know, it's like, I guess it's something about the game being split in half, really. That makes me feel this way about both Celeste and Terra. Where it's like, I don't know, I feel like I only like half got to know them somehow. Because they're supposed to be featured, like, up towards the beginning. So, hey Mario. Well, there's quite a few I didn't remember, and people had to remind me that they were wrong. They get burned into the memory, and everybody talks about it forever, so. Let's see. So Kefka. FF6, and then Kefka has to be done. So this is where I have to decide if Kefka's better than Sephiroth, because Kefka is definitely not lower than A tier. I do like that he was just crazy. Like, they made Final Fantasy VI's story where like the whole world was destroyed, right? There's kind of like a true fear there. He was corrupted by like the people that he did in, then he just does everybody else in. I mean, I can't think of a single aspect about that that isn't strong, honestly. Like, I can't think of anything weak about Kefka. I think that's kind of like the ideal Final Fantasy villain. And goofy laugh, right? Yeah, and he was funny too. Sand on my boots, you know? Yeah, you know what? S tier. S tier. I think he's the best Final Fantasy villain, definitely. And then 7. Man. Yeah, amazing boss theme. Yeah, that's true. It's amazing. Overrated, but still good. Well, I mean, you know, what's there to rate you higher than, right? I mean, I think he's better than Sephiroth. I think Sephiroth is people's favorites just if, like, because Final Fantasy VII was a lot of people's first game, first Final Fantasy, right? Maybe they're the first RPG. I can rank him with Kuja. I like Sephiroth a lot. I probably relate to Sephiroth more, but Kefka isn't somebody you relate to, right? He's somebody that just kind of... This is strangely emotional. He's, you know, just a terrifying idea. Terrifying idea. I actually finished his plans. Yeah. Like, that was really good. Sid has, like, you know, pilot, outer space, handles the high wind, airship. It's good. Says a lot of bad words, which was really interesting when RPGs didn't really have bad words before then. And he had a dream, and that dream happened. I feel like that's all pretty cool. Put him A. Kefka's the best villain written. He's the only one that actually succeeded. Yeah. Sid is an old man. He's somebody that forcefully impresses you. Yeah, I guess so. He didn't really succeed. You killed him. Well, success then failure, right? Success then failure. Success then failure. Sid is the dad. After literally destroying the world. Yeah, I mean, World of Ruin, right? Like, he destroyed everything. and then you spend the whole half of the game going around just seeing the destruction that he made while you were like in a coma or whatever as Celeste, and you're saving people while watching other people die. He's sitting on top of an entire tower just throwing giant laser beams out and just blowing up cities just like at a whim, right? And there's no reason. Like, you can't even really reason with him, right? And that works well with Final Fantasy just because, like, you know, Ultimate Showdown's gonna be combat. It's gonna be a battle. And it's like, you know, you probably could have talked Kuja or Sephiroth out of things, you know? Like, they were just kind of mixed up. You couldn't talk Kefka. You couldn't talk him out of what was going on. Like, he was just corrupted, you know? And so, and it's just like, and I think that was just like, I think that's just great for Final Fantasy. I think that's great for Final Fantasy. Yeah. Oh, man. Finishing this. Who the heck is this? Is this Sang from the Turks? The Turks were cool, but wait, who is this? Isn't his hair black? Wait, who is this guy? Keko's Beyond Reason. Play the game again to see how he got that way in the first place. It was just the slave crown that corrupted him. Oh, that's Rufus? Right, Rufus. Was this? I don't know. I like the Turks. Rufus was kind of like handling things, but he was kind of my least favorite part of the Turks. Okay. Or no, he was, wait, no. That's right. When he died, then he became the president. Wait, was his hair always blonde? Why can't I remember? Rufus. Vice President of Enron. It was? Oh, okay. He just looks so different when he's not polygonal to me. Now that I would remember. We fought him on the tower. He tells you how I'm not gonna do things the way my father did. Like, I got a shotgun and like what? He had like a giant pet dog. Rode off on a helicopter. Was pretty ineffectual in the end, but still kind of had goals. Like, I thought he was neat, but like, you know, he was just kind of like a cog in the Final Fantasy VII plotline. Weak to electric attacks. Eh, you know, human. He tried. Had a great death. Yeah, to the weapon. I think he was really, really good. From a plot standpoint. I think maybe in the context of FF7. Oh, right. It's only the game for me, not the dumb movie. What would make him not A tier? Like, I mean, it would mean I think Sephiroth is better. Yeah, Advent Children, he's still alive. It's stupid. Well, I guess it's okay. Advent Children was alright. I wasn't that upset by it or anything, but it didn't need to happen. I don't know where to put him. Is he as good as Sephiroth? No, I guess not. I guess not. We don't know quite as much about him. Coming back to life, it sucks, but I don't, Advent Children, I don't count that. Zack. What did I like about Zack? Zack is pointless because his base game isn't FF7. No, I mean, he was in like flashbacks and stuff, and everything Cloud thought he was doing was cool. Was actually Zack. But I mean, he's just kind of like a servant to the plot, because I didn't play Crisis Core, as far as I know. I mean, he does that well, but I just think he was effectively utilized. But I don't really know enough to say that he has a girlfriend. I'll give him B tier. Kate Shi was actually what was his name? That guy at Shinra. Anything is pointless in FF is a fair argument. Crisis Core is better than base FF7. I mean, that's cool, but I don't know it. Wasted potential. Yes, Final Fantasy VIII was. Wasted potential. God, what was the guy's name? I can't. That was. Wait. Who? What was the name of the guy KC was controlled by? I gotta remember. Reeve. Right, it was Reeve. You know. Okay, so I've got like all these mascot characters in S tier, right? And you think he would be there, but he just really doesn't do it for me. Like, I don't know. He just, it's cool that like there was a Shinra dude controlling him or whatever, but he was just kind of there. It wasn't bad, wasn't good. I'll give him C tier. Red 13, Nanakai, and his cool song, cool past, well-spoken, intelligent. Tried to mate with Eris. Minus points for that. What are you doing, brother? Bad taste. But like, I just wasn't all that crazy about him. And if he was just a dog, maybe he'd be higher. But Nanaki. Yeah. Nanaki, Nanakai. I don't know. His dad cried tears. He gets to go in B tier. He made his petrified dad cried materia for him, so yeah, those FFs are here. Tifa better be A tier or higher. Alright, so there's something to this, right? There's something to this. So there's this thing people do in Final Fantasy VII. Where, like, can you remember the petition they had when the FF7 remake came out? There was a petition to reduce Tifa's breast size. Like, because people were like, I don't know, people are dumb, right? And yeah, there was. I forget how many signatures were on this. Like, it's been years, but to reduce. No, they're not gonna do that. Hello, wrong. Petition to reduce Tifa's breast size. Dang. Oh, there's too many articles about it. I'm not gonna be able to find the petition. But yeah, there's stuff here. They will in the PC version. Oh, mine is Garbo. Mods. But see, like, I think about that, like, she just gets it so hard. Like, it's just kind of like, she's a sweetheart girl next door. She's shy. Like, you know how they had, like, 2 animations in Final Fantasy VII? And Tifa's animation was, like, looking away from Cloud and, like, kicking the ground. Like all the hard punching. You don't gotta be sorry about that. Like, it's probably true. Stupidly huge in pre-rendered cinematics. They were. And then they're just kind of like she gets treated like a hussy, but she's just like a sweetheart. Like, Eris, on the other hand, is just like, all right, before we even get to that, okay, her death, like, Eris made me mad. Eris made me mad, right? Frisky, yeah, frisky. Like, oh, there's a super dangerous guy out there with the sword that's 2 times taller than any of us. I'm gonna say something like, I don't know, abstract and floaty, and then run off by myself and screw up the main character's head for the next, like, 1/3 of the game. When we were working as a team up until that point. Like, what was her problem? What was her problem? Like, her song was sad. Pretty mad about that, yeah. And, I mean, I was, like, somewhat sad. And we went snowboarding. She couldn't sell enough flowers. It's just like, I feel like Tifa is actually what everybody thinks Eris is. And Eris is what everybody thinks Tifa is. Like, and so as a result of that, you know what? I really like Tifa. Plus, Dolphin Blow and all those cool kicks. I don't know why she had slot machines, but whatever. Punching, fighting, lived in a cool mountain town. Went up to try to fight Sephiroth after her dad he died, right? Like, Tifa's freaking awesome, right? Like, Tifa, you get to go in an S tier, alright? Favorite Final Fantasy girl. Favorite Final Fantasy girl, okay. And then, Eris. Let's see, where are you gonna go? I don't like you as much as Red. I don't like you as much as... Yeah, you can go here. You can go next to KC Trash. Trash tier? I don't know. For some reason, I think about the really good Eris cosplayers out there, and I'm like, wow, they almost make me like Eris. But that, like, that boosts her up. That's the only reason. I'm gonna put Eris D tier. No, C tier. D tier. Rinoa? I like Eris better than Rinoa. I think. I like Eris better than Rinoa. She goes in C tier. Yeah. Eris. Okay. Barret. Barret, my man. He's basically just Mr. T, right? Also, Final Fantasy VII now has swearing from him and Sid. And as a kid, you're just like, whoa, that's a lot of bad words. He has a gun arm, which makes no sense. He's got like a mining history past in Corel. And he had to go like head to head with his old friend because like they just couldn't see eye to eye, and now he's raising that friend's daughter as his own and saving the world for him. Like come on. And he even admits that he is not a leader. No. I'm being stereotyped as Mr. T. That's great. That's great. First MVT. All these goofy sayings. Ain't no getting off of this train. God. And Big Blast. Oh, did Automod do something? Oh yeah. Oh, it's all color person. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Barret gets to go in S tier. Barret's great. God, that wasn't my team. Barret goes in S tier. I love Barret. Saz he doesn't even come close. Well said, cosplays. So, we're done. Hold on. This is probably gonna surprise everybody. Okay. Objectively speaking, Cloud dresses as a woman. Okay, yeah, that is a plus. All right. So there was this point in Final Fantasy VII where I jumped up out my chair and like I started like crying. You know, I haven't had to really confront it or think about it until now that we're making this tier list, right? But I used to get my memories mixed up with the memories of other people. It doesn't happen anymore. But I was like, that totally happened and that was my brother. Like, I don't know. It's different than like Mako stuff, but Poison, like God. I like Omni Slash. I like Cloud's hair. I like it the spiky hair. I like that the sword's too big. Fighting on a motorcycle, snowboarding. Being a Mega Soldier, thinking that you were cooler than you actually were. Dang. Like, I'm trying to think of something that I know, you know, and then, oh, I cried when, he got the memories correct and remembered that he was the one that threw Sephiroth down the Mako reactor. And I was like, oh, that was dope. Cause then you thought it wasn't him, then he thought it was him. And I like his understated let's roll out sort of thing, saying let's mosey. And my housemate gives me grief about that because I'm too laid back about that. So that's a plus. Yeah, it is. Cause I just really relate to Cloud's story when I have to sit here and think about it. So you know what? I have no choice. Like everything that's bad about Cloud, it's like my favorite video games, right? Like when I tell them, like I tell other people, don't play these games because they're not good games, but they're my favorite games, right? And I guess it's just the same way right here. Is Cloud a good character? He's effective. You know, he kind of does his part. Do people like Cloud? People who are kind of, but he like a lot of things are checked for me. I gotta put controversially, Cloud goes up there. This was my Final Fantasy VII party. This is my Final Fantasy VII party. He has to be. He's gotta be S tier. I would be lying. I would be lying, and I would want to be accepted if I put him anywhere else. It would be untrue. I relate. I relate. I relate. Way to delegitimize your tier list. Oh man. S7M because he has some issues. Like, he had real issues. Even though he was like Mega poisoned for so long. And Tifa took over as leader for a while too. More bonus points to Tifa during that period of time. I think Sid did also. Like a lot of those characters were like heroic. I guess that's kind of the thing, right? Like, once you get out of stuff that's like ideas or representations of stuff, like, I really like heroic characters. Or and then characters with some kind of like I felt they went through some struggle.